The lights of Los Angeles shimmered in the distance on a cold January night in 1946, when a baby girl named Diane Hall was born. Her mother, Dorothy, was a creative spirit and a homemaker with a camera always in hand, and her father, Jack, was a steady and practical man who built homes for others as a civil engineer. Diane grew up surrounded by imagination stories and the quiet encouragement of a mother who believed that dreams were worth chasing. From the start, Diane was different. While other children followed the rules, she questioned them. She was loud, expressive, and endlessly curious. She loved old movies and the magic of transformation. Her mother's encouragement gave her the courage to chase that dream all the way to New York City, where she would change her name to Diane Keaton, borrowing her mother's maiden name, a tribute to the woman who taught her to see the world as art. The New York years. In the late 1960s, New York was alive with counterculture energy. Diane was young, fearless, and determined. She studied acting at the neighborhood playhouse, waiting tables between auditions. One day, a quirky, nervous playwright named Woody Allen noticed her in an audition for Play It Again, Sam. She didn't look or act like anyone else. She stuttered, laughed, and, wow, this sucks. Let's try it again. She didn't look or act like anyone else. She stuttered, laughed in the wrong places, wore mismatched clothes, and he loved it. The chemistry between them was immediate, both on and off the stage. Her big break came soon after, Hair on Broadway, a shockwave of rebellion and freedom. But it was Play It Again, Sam that changed everything. Hollywood noticed. Woody Allen brought her to the screen. Hold on. Woody Allen brought her to the screen version, and from there, Diane Keaton's world began to expand faster than she could have imagined. From Godfather to Annie Hall, it was 1972 when Diane stepped into the role that would introduce her to millions. Kay Adams, the quiet yet pivotal woman behind Al Pacino's Michael Corleone in The Godfather. She held her own in a film filled with giants. Though soft-spoken, her presence carried emotional gravity. Audiences noticed her calm strength. Directors noticed too. But it was 1977's Annie Hall that turned her into a legend. The film wasn't just about love. It was love, awkward, funny, imperfect, and deeply human. Diane's personal quirks became Annie's. Her tie and vest outfits, her easy laughter, her vulnerability. She wasn't playing Annie Hall. She was Annie Hall. The role earned her the Academy Award for Best Actress and a place in Hollywood history. The fashion world soon followed. Her androgynous, vintage-inspired style became iconic. Women began dressing like her. Men began falling in love with her. But Diane, well, she kept both feet planted firmly on the ground, always a little bemused by the attention. Love, fame, and finding herself. Diane's love life often mirrored her films, passionate, complicated, and fleeting. She was romantically linked to Woody Allen, Warren Beatty, and Al Pacino, three of Hollywood's most magnetic leading men. But marriage, that was never part of her script. I don't think I was made for it, she once said. I wanted to be free, to work, to create, to be curious. Instead, she poured her love into art, architecture, photography, and eventually motherhood. In her 50s, she adopted two children, Dexter and Duke, calling them the greatest roles of her life. Reinvention and reflection. Off screen, Keaton was a writer, director, and preservationist. She wrote heartfelt memoirs like Then Again and Brother and Sister, reflecting on her family, aging, and the bittersweet nature of fame. She became an advocate for historic preservation, saving some of Los Angeles's most beautiful old homes, another way of keeping stories alive. Her later films, from The First Wives Club to Something's Gotta Give, brought her back into the cultural spotlight as a queen of mature romantic comedy, smart, funny, and unapologetically herself. The final act. In her final years, Diane Keaton continued to work, laugh, and inspire. She filled her days with family, photography, and wine, her favorite indulgence. Friends described her as whimsical, deeply loyal, and forever curious. When she passed away in October 2025 at the age of 79, Hollywood dimmed its lights. Tributes poured in from across the world. Woody Allen said, "She was the light in every room, the voice that made silence interesting." And perhaps that's the best way to describe her. A woman who never tried to fit in, yet somehow defined what it meant to be cool, complex, and completely original. We will miss Diane Keaton.